Hello everyone. Welcome back to our November week one. So hope you have your November notes ready. Have you received your November notes? Yes, hello Cody. So have you received your November notes? We are going into November notes today. We are going to a new chapter. The last chapter, which is chapter 9. Okay, so today will be I would say interesting chapter. Okay, because this chapter is more of a learning for fun chapter. Okay, is everyone here? Apparently not. Okay, anywho, let's begin. So, okay, something about this chapter 9. This is the last chapter of Form 1. We are all dead. Okay, apparently you're not. Okay, so this chapter is not very common in exam. Yes, in Form 1 they are still coming out, but when you are in Form 3 already, this chapter is the very not common in exam chapter. Okay, that's why I like to call this a learning chapter, a learning for fun chapter. Okay, for once you are learning a chapter not because you want it for exam, but because you are learning sort of like an extra knowledge. Okay, school is restarting. Hey, that's a good thing, isn't it? You guys are going back to meet your friends. Is it not good? But you're Form 1 so chances are you barely know your neighbors, and then it's already this lockdown. Okay, your copy notes for the classes. You mean your school classes? Copying notes is the stupidest thing I've ever done in my secondary school life. Okay, because they I don't know, school teachers, they just like to believe that, oh, you copy my notes, it's gonna make you memorize things even easier. No, that's a stupid way for learning. Okay, anyway, let's begin. Okay, let's go into chapter 9. Okay, so again, I will say this again. This chapter, just learn it for your general knowledge. I'm not saying that this is not coming out for exam, but it's a very interesting chapter to learn. Okay, none of those boring light stuff. Okay, you learn about all the scattering and all stuff. No, this is something that you can relate to. Okay, so what are we learning today? We are learning about Earth. Okay, you're copying for fun. Yeah, then at least you show that you're respectful, lor, so that your teacher not offended, lor. That's enough. Okay, so anyway, let's look at our system and structure of our Earth. Our Earth has 4 main components. Okay, so by the way, our Earth is a sphere. Okay, I was just saying to my Form 2 just now, please stop saying that Earth is round. Okay, Earth is not round. Okay, you know why? Not because Earth is flat, because Earth is a sphere. Okay, a sphere, a 3D round shape is called a sphere. Okay, your teacher never teach, that's normal lah. That's normal. Seriously, unless you're from Catholic, that's a different story. But if you're from other SMK, if your teacher is the lazy don't teach one, it's a norm. It's a norm. Seriously. Okay, if you happen to find a teacher that teaches very good, hold on to her. She's a gem. She's a gem. Okay, because most teachers, they couldn't give two shits about you. You're from Catholic, then good lah, good lah. Catholic teachers are much better than, I don't know, other SMK teachers. Okay, tend to be the trend lah. She just gives us quizzes. Okay lah. Okay lah, give quiz also good, better than nothing. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, Earth is a sphere. Stop saying that the Earth is round. Round is when you draw it on a paper. Flat is round. Roti canai is round. Our Earth is not roti canai. Stop saying that the Earth is round. The Earth is spherical. Our Earth is a sphere. Okay, so our Earth has 4 spheres. Okay, 4 spheres. The first one, we call it biosphere. Okay, in the end, it's called biosphere. What is bio? When you see the word bio, you will think of biology. You will think of living things. You are in the biosphere. Okay, our food chain, our food web. You know this? Okay, I think you learned this in primary school, right? Food chain, food web. Who's the producer? Who's the consumer? When we die, we are decomposed and we return the nutrients back into this thing. It's a cycle of it. That's the biosphere. Okay, the word sphere is a bit. What's an aura sphere? Is it a new Pokemon thing? I haven't followed Pokemon in a while. Okay, I'm the OG one lah. Okay, the first generation one. If you say something new, I wouldn't know. Okay, so biosphere, that's the first sphere. Second sphere is the atmosphere. Okay, atmosphera. This is the wind sphere, the air sphere. Just now is the living thing sphere. Now is the air sphere. We call it atmosphere. Okay, you don't understand why some people see people killing. Okay lah. Okay, Jiaxi, I think I get what you mean. Like, why do some animals we kill, but why do some animals we take it as friend? Because you have to know some animals are bred for food, while some animals are bred for companionship. I mean, if you want to eat dog meat, that's nothing wrong, but it would be a bit inhumane lah. Oh, even animals are squid. They are bred for farming also what, for food also what. Gray area lah. I'm not going to go into that. Okay. Anyway, so the third sphere is hydrosphere. Hydrosphera. When you see the word hydro, you know it's something to do with water. That's your water sphere. Your sea water evaporating, becoming cloud, forming rain. When it rains, it runs off your surface, run into underground, fall into your lake, fall into your river. The water cycle is called the hydrosphere. Okay, so anyway, the next one, geosphere. When you see the word geosphere, when you see the word geo, this is not a word that you're very fond of, isn't it? Because geography. Anyone of you likes geography? I bet none of you do. It's normal, okay, it's normal. Geography is not a very fun subject, but it is. It actually is. Okay, so geosphere is about stones. We'll learn about this. Okay, chances are most of you have really learned this in school. Most of you, I think by last month or this month, your school already finished this chapter. So I bet that you're quite familiar with this. But here's the thing, geosphere is something very interesting because that's how your rock is formed. That's how earthquake is formed. That's the tectonic plate, the moving of the plate and causes earthquake. Okay, how stones they turn from volcano magma into lava, lava into some old stone into some really old stones. Now that's your geosphere. Okay, now is a joke, huh? What's that? Okay, anyway, so four spheres are biosphere, the living thing sphere, atmosphere, the air sphere, hydrosphere, the water sphere, geosphere, the ground sphere, the stone sphere. Okay, so four cycles there. All right, so anyway, let's look at our atmosphere. Today, our focus is the atmosphere. Okay, there's a lot of things to say here. Okay, I'm sure your boring science school teacher will say, oh, okay, the atmosphere is just 5 layers, guys. Just memorize all this and it's done. No, that is such a disrespectful way to treat this thing. Atmosphere is a very interesting part to learn. Okay, so let me guide you layer by layer. Okay, so the first layer, we call it troposphere. Basically, this is where you live. This is where we live. Okay, 0 from 13 kilometers. Okay, 0 is your water, your sea level. We start measuring our. Okay, by the way, how tall something is, it's called altitude. Okay, altitude. You have 0 altitude, which is sea level, all the way to few thousand altitude. What are you guys on about? Okay. Why don't I understand the chat? Are you guys talking about something? Some games? They don't understand. Okay, anyway, so troposphere. So what is a troposphere? This is where you live. This is where the layer, where living organism breathes, wind blows, where clouds, rain, and snow fall. So this layer, you will see weather. Okay, snow, rain, wind, typhoon, you name it, it's all here because clouds are formed here. Okay, clouds are formed here. Yeah, what y'all on about? Is it some game? Okay, so anyway, so this is a troposphere. Okay, so this is where you live. 0 to 13 kilometer. I don't think you can go this high. Okay, here's the thing. The higher, okay, I want you to highlight this. The higher the altitude, the lower the air pressure. As you go higher, there are less air. Okay, why? Because you see, okay, imagine this is the atmosphere, this is a mountain. If you're standing at the foot of a mountain, there's a lot of air pressing on you. So air pressure is very high. Pressure comes from top. Okay, pressure comes from top. And then as you're standing on a mountain, there are less air pressing on you, so there are less air pressure up there. So this is why if you climb a mountain, okay, today let's say you go and climb Himalaya. Please don't do that. Hey, Himalaya is not like, oh, you know what, this mountain looks so simple, I'm just gonna climb it. No. You know why? Because if you go up there, the air up there is so thin, the air pressure up there is so thin, you might not even breathe properly up there. This is what we call altitude sickness. Have you heard of it? If you one shot climb too high, your lungs cannot adapt to the oxygen up there. You will be very lightheaded. You will be, you'll be nauseous. You feel like vomiting, lack of air, lack of oxygen. That is what we call altitude sickness. That's why to be a mountain climber, you need training. Okay, you transfer, transfer where? How you know you transferred? How do you know this? Okay, so anyway, so this is your altitude lah, your altitude. So the higher you go, okay, the higher the altitude, the lower the air pressure. That's why you cannot breathe. Okay, how do you transfer where? You mean transfer school or transfer tuition or what? Are you sure? How do you know? Okay, anyway, sounds getting better. Hey, as weird as he is, okay, he is entertaining. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, anyway, so this is your troposphere. Okay, troposphere. Okay, the highest mountain is the Himalaya. Okay, how high is the Himalaya? Okay, wait. Okay, so let's look at our Himalaya height altitude. Okay, how high is the Himalaya? It's around 8,000. Oh, it's not even that high. I mean, sure. Okay, it's the highest. So 8,849 meters. So roughly, it's almost at the edge of troposphere already. Okay, so it's almost at the edge here. So I doubt you can breathe 8,000 meter above sea level. Okay, so that's the troposphere. Okay, have a boring wallpaper. This is not wallpaper. This is my curtain. Okay, because my I'm using my laptop for online lessons. So my potato is my laptop is very potato to a point that I cannot even apply a background. So this is my curtain. Okay, anywho, okay, so this is your troposphere. Any question here? Okay, that's your cloud, where your cloud is formed. Okay, so how do you memorize this? There's a way for it. Okay, I'll tell you how. Okay, so the next layer is your stratosphere. Stratosphere is, okay, I mean my iPad. Oh, my iPad, is it? That's just the default one. I just couldn't care lah. Okay, my iPad is just used for teaching. Okay, so anyway, that's the stratosphere. Okay, the stratosphere, this is where your airplane is. Okay, I'm sure you notice this. When you're on an airplane, I mean, if you still remember, when's the last time you took a plane? At least 2 years ago, am I right? Okay, so when you're on a plane, you will notice something. Okay, stratosphere. Okay, stratosphere is not confusing. Okay, when you are on a plane, you look outside. You look at your window. You look outside. The cloud is underneath you, right? Because you're flying above troposphere. The cloud is here. You're flying above the cloud, so you're flying in the stratosphere. Okay, what's so important about this stratosphere? Stratosphere has a very important layer. We call it the ozone layer. You need to memorize this. Okay, the ozone layer. So just in case you don't know what is this, I'm sure in geography, you have seen this thing like plenty of times. So what is the ozone layer? It is the layer that blocks UV ray. You know, as UV ray, that's the ultraviolet. In Mandarin, it's called 紫外线. You know, this is why they say don't go into the sun from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. because that's when the UV ray is the strongest. Okay, so the ozone layer is filtering like 99% of the UV ray. Yeah, there's still 1%. You can still get cancer from it. Without ozone layer, what will happen? Will humans evolve? Oh, that's a very good question, Cody. We would. Scientists actually predicted that if we happen to break this ozone layer, we will evolve to withstand UV. This is why you see our Malay friends, our Indian friends, they have dark skin. You know why? Because they've been living on the equator for thousands of years. They have been under strong sun for thousands of years. Their skin evolved. Whereas us Chinese, we come from China. China has not much sun. We have 4 seasons over there. That's why when we are not exposed to such strong sun, we kind of evolve away from dark skin. Okay, same goes to, okay, if you go north somewhat, you go to Norway, the Nordic countries, they get even less sun. That's why they evolve in such a way their body doesn't even produce that dark pigment anymore. That's why their hair is gold. They have golden hair, they have golden eyebrow, they have blue color eyes because they don't need the black pigment anymore. The black pigment on your head, your hair, is to help you block UV. Since they don't get that much sun, why would they need it? So they evolve and the thing is no more. Okay, except chapter 4. What's chapter 4? Chapter 4 is fun, right? Okay, the reproduction chapter is fun. Okay, anyway, so this is the ozone layer. Okay, here's the thing. Ozone layer depletes when we use CFC. Okay, so what is this CFC? Okay, CFC is this magical thing we discovered in the 1950s or 60s. Okay, like 50 years ago, when we discovered CFC, we are like, oh my God, we are so blown away by this thing. Okay, you know why? CFC is a very cold gas. It's a very cold gas. So what is it good for? It is used as a refrigerant. You know what's a refrigerant? Okay, I'm not sure whether you heard of this before. When your aircon is not cold, your house aircon or your car aircon is not cold, your dad will say, oh, I need to go and service the aircon. They will put gas into the aircon, right? So that's the refrigerant. Okay, why is your fridge cold? Why is your aircon cold? Why is your car aircon cold? Everything is based on the refrigerant, the thing that makes it cold. So what was the first refrigerant? It was CFC. Okay, when we discovered this, we were so fascinated by it because number one, it is really cheap to make. Number two, it cools very well. Old fridge and old aircon, they cool really well. Okay, so we started using it everywhere. Our radiator is not radiator, they just use water. Okay, so we just started using them everywhere. Whoa, this is so good. My goodness, we just started using, it's just like plastic. We discovered plastic in the early 1900s, 1900 something. And then we couldn't stop using it. Oh, plastic is so good to use. It's cheap, it's lightweight, it doesn't react with anything. And then until now, we realize there's a problem. We cannot stop using plastic to the point that we created so much rubbish, right? If you look at landfill, 90% is plastic. Same goes to this CFC. After 30, 40 years of using it, the scientists realized something. Cataract, you know what's cataract, right? It's the eye disease, okay? Cataract and skin cancer is rising steadily. Rising steadily. They couldn't understand why. Because of this CFC, skin cancer is rising crazily. And then they realized something. After years and years of using it, they realized when they take a picture from the satellite, goodness me, they found a freaking hole. Okay, aren't we human just amazing? We somehow find a way to I don't want to use the word, okay, to screw this earth. Okay, yeah, I think I mentioned this as well. Okay, so after years and years of using, scientists were like, guys, this is bad news. I think we used the wrong stuff. Dude, like seriously, after 40 years of using, you are telling me now? Okay, so that's the hole there. And this hole is not good because that means UV can straight away come into Earth. We will get more skin cancer. We will get more cataract. So hey, there you go. That's the answer. Why is skin cancer on the rise because of CFC? There. This picture is self-explanatory. That's why today, ever since like 20 years ago, CFC is already banned. You are not allowed to use CFC in your aircon. You're not allowed to use CFC in your fridge. So all the fridge and aircon you buy today, they will not use CFC. They will use another thing called HFC, which is a substitute for it. This thing is not so bad on the ozone layer. Still, it will break down a little bit, but it's much less. So that's why we start using HFC. Okay, start using KFC. Hey, you know they use another one. They actually invented another gas. It's don't know what called HYFC, something like that. Okay, you know what does it mean if they keep changing stuff? That means you have to buy new stuff. Okay, that's why I hate all these stupid manufacturers. Okay, your aircon might use another gas. Okay, next time they use another gas, then they tell you, oh, sorry, your aircon cannot fix anymore because there's no more this gas. You have to change your aircon. So who is making money out of it? The manufacturer lah. Okay, they just change things for no reason. Have you realized something? Your car nowadays, the car you are using now, like 10 to 15 years, you have to change it already. Because by the time your car hit 10 years old, you will start to see problem everywhere. Okay, you'll start seeing leakage somewhere. Your car will have some funny sound. Okay, the window might not even work. The aircon might not even work. Whereas last time, your grandpa's era, cars can work for 20, 30 years. You know why? Because this is purposefully done. They purposefully engineer the car so that it will break down in 10 years so that you will keep buying it. If they make the car so good, how are they going to make business? You see what you see now? Your iPhone is 6 years old. I'm sure, but okay, those who are using technology stuff, your iPad, your Samsung, whatever, by the time your technology stuff hits like 5-year-old, you will notice something. The battery really sucks. Okay, the battery really sucks, and they will update your system in such a way that your system will slow down. Okay, your iPad will be like, why is it so laggy? Because they are purposefully doing it so that you are forced to change a new device. You see, they are all equally sneaky. That's how they make business. Hey, Apple is one of the richest company in the world. It's not without reason. Okay, even their cable is like shit. Have you realized something? Your iPhone cable, the charger cable, sooner or later, in 2 or 3 years, the thing will stop charging. Even no matter how good care or take care of it, the thing will just spoil. So that you can change new cable lah. Okay, you see, this is how they make money. Okay, and they even give you the bullshit like, oh, we don't include charger and cable because we care about our earth. This is for recycling. Recycle your ass, recycle. Okay, how am I supposed to use my phone without a charger? I have to buy charger, right? If I need to buy charger separately, that means more plastic, more packaging. You are not saving the earth. Stop bullshitting. So Apple is all these phone companies, they are so bullshitting. Oh, we don't include charges because we care about the world. No, you don't. You care about money. Okay. Yeah. Even one extra paper box is still a waste. I don't care what they say. Okay. It's just a way for them to justify to earn your money. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Okay. Anyway, so that's your stratosphere. So as a pilot, next time you're a pilot, do you know you get more UV? As a pilot, because you're flying above the ozone layer, you actually get more radiation from the sun. So this is like one of the occupational hazard for being a pilot. Well, you are earning 10,000 every month, so keep crying. Okay, you can wipe your tears with your money. Whatever. Okay, so that's a stratosphere. Okay, so that's a stratosphere. The mom is a vegetarian. Nice. Okay, so stratosphere, this is where your plane flies. Okay, so you might ask this. Okay, let me ask you this question. Since on Himalaya you also cannot breathe already because the altitude is so high, the pressure is so low. Then how can you breathe on a plane? Have you realized this question? Have you ever asked yourself this question? You are on a plane, how can you breathe normally? You are like twice the height of Himalaya, but you breathe just fine. You know why? You know why? Okay, next time you're on a plane, I mean, it will be, I don't know, God knows how long away. Okay, so before they take off, they will close the door. When they close the door, they will seal the door. After they seal the door, they will pressurize the cabin, which is inside the plane. They will pressurize the cabin. When they pressurize, they will keep the pressure inside here high. Okay, let's say this is a plane. Okay, let's say this is a plane. Okay, so inside they will keep the pressure high so that you can breathe normally. So this is why if there's a breakage here, if the plane is going down, I'm sure before takeoff, the air stewardess is showing you, okay, in case there's an emergency, the oxygen mask will drop down. You need to wear the oxygen mask and so on. Any of you remember? Before you take off, they will show you how to wear the safety jacket, how to put the oxygen mask. The oxygen mask is for this purpose lah. Okay, so this is why. Okay, you see, inside very high pressure, outside very low pressure. This pressure difference might someday crack the plane, right? Because okay, although the plane is made from metal, but still years and years of flying, high pressure inside, low pressure outside is gonna weaken the plane. So what do they do? Okay, at your airplane window, there's a hole. Have you realized something? If you sit near a window seat, have you realized this hole there? Okay, I mean, if you sit near a window you can see a small hole there. Why? Because this small hole is to let some of the huge pressure to go out into the air, to go out into the atmosphere, so that the pressure difference is not so big. That's the hole. That's what the hole is for. So it's not for nothing one. You actually put your finger there, you can actually feel wind going out one. I mean, if you have sit at a window seat before okay, if you are Asia, they might charge you for sitting near a window. So bloody stupid. Okay, so this is the purpose of the hole. Okay, some make you say whoa. Are you? That's cool If I make you say whoa, that means this is something interesting. Okay, so this is why a plane's lifespan depends on how many times they're pressurized. Okay, you see every plane has a lifespan of maybe 5,000 pressurization. They pressurize the air. Okay, they take off and then they land. They will depressurize the air. That is one cycle. Okay, so maybe a plane can take 5,000 pressure cycle. After 5,000, you have to scrape the plane. The plane has to be destroyed because the plane is not fit for flying anymore because the structure is really weakened. So this is why when you buy second-hand plane, you will ask them how many cycle left in the plane, how many times can I still pressurize it. Last time AirAsia used to buy second-hand plane when they are still poor. Okay, they are like a big company now. Oh, you're flossing. Wow, my dentist friend should be very happy. You know, my dentist friend always he tell me, hey, you should floss your teeth, bro. I was like, lazy lah. Hey, cannot you must floss your teeth. So lazy. Okay, he said you must floss one. So hey, you floss every one of it, is it? Even your molar, you also floss. Can you floss your molar? Wow, you can. Then at least it will take you like what 20 something minutes to floss your teeth. Wow, damn. Ain't nobody got time for that. Asia can be plane company. I mean, Asia, hey, let me say something amazing about Asia. Asia used to be a two-plane company. Okay, they started with two planes. They built themselves so much that they have like hundreds of planes nowadays. You gotta respect them because it's really amazing. Okay, Tony Fernandez bought this company at a debt. Okay, people say that he is out of his mind, but he managed to turn the company around and he made a profit out of it. Amazing. Okay, so anyway, let's look at the third one, which is called mesosphere. Okay, this layer is a very boring layer because not much happens here. Do you know what they call it, a mesosphere? Because meso means middle. Okay, meso means middle. This is your sejarah lah. You learn Paleolithic, you learn Mesolithic, Neolithic, and Logam. Right? Paleolithic is when we are cavemen. We go we go hunting. Whoa! Okay, Paleolithic. And then Mesolithic is when we start to make better tools. Okay, Neolithic is when our ancestors be like, you know what, hunting animals around is kind of stupid. Why don't we catch some chicken back and then we reproduce the chicken so that we can make them make babies and we can eat their babies. Oh god, that sounds wrong. Okay, fine, we can start breeding things so that we can eat them instead of hunting games around. This is what we call farming. Okay, this is what we call farming. You see, Neolithic. Okay, logam is when we make metal tools. We can make better tools. We can increase our farming, increase our crops. So meso means middle. Okay, paleo means old. Do you know paleo means old? Neo means new. Okay, meso means middle. The age between paleo and neo is meso. And Malaysia, we don't go through Mesolithic. If you pay attention to your sejarah. Why am I teaching sejarah now? Okay, fine, whatever. So meso is in the middle. You see, 5 layers. 5 layers. Meso is in the middle. So it's the middle layer. Okay, so we eat. I mean, Cody, if you put it that way, then anything will sound wrong. Okay, anyway, so the next one, we call it thermosphere, or we call it ion. I like to call it ionosphere because it contains ion. What is ion? Ion is charged particle. All the positive, negative charge is here. So this layer is very important for transmitting radio wave. Okay, what do I mean? Let's say you are listening to a radio station here. Okay, the radio station headquarters is here. How do they transfer the signal to you? They will transfer a signal up here. Okay, when they hit this thing, this is like a mirror. This thing will reflect the signal back down. So you can listen to your radio now. So it's like a mirror. So that's your ionosphere. All right, and this thing can kacau one. Okay, can you see this color here? Sometimes when the sun is too active, they gave us too much radiation. You will kacau our signal, and you also form a very beautiful light in the sky. We call it aurora. You know aurora, right? So that's what we call the northern lights. Okay, I was just showing this to my home tour just now. Okay, if you are really interested in this, next time you can go to the North Pole or any northern country, and you can see this. Freaking cool, isn't it? Okay, but yeah, any northern country, you go to the northern side of Canada, you can see it. If you are really not scared of cold, you can go to Siberia, which is the northern part of Russia. Let me warn you, that place is stupid cold, like negative 40 degrees Celsius. Not even joking. Okay, negative 40. We are living in 40 now. Right over there is negative 40. So just wrap yourself thick enough. Okay, you want to go Iceland? Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, not only that, Iceland has only 200,000 people in the country. Do you know that? You can see this in Iceland. Okay, but here's the thing. Aurora depends on your luck. Do you know that? This is like a weather thing. This aurora depends on the sun. If today's sun has no activity, you don't see any aurora. But if today's sun activity is very strong, you will see a lot of aurora. So this is based on your luck. Okay, not negative 50 lah. But according to Russians, 0 degree is barbecue weather. Okay, 0 degree is like summer to them. It's barbecue weather. For us, trust me lah. I went to Shenzhen once, okay, China Shenzhen, 16 degrees at night with wind, my balls are already shrinking already. It's that cold. 16, 16, imagine negative 16. Okay, my friend was there. My friend was in Russia studying medicine. Okay, he got his medicine, he got his doctor degree there. Okay, he say the cold is another level. Okay, it's so cold that you will get used to it. He said even like 5 degrees Celsius, you go out to a convenience store with short pants, you feel okay already after living for a few years there. Okay, I just cannot imagine negative 30. Hey, in Russia, negative 30, they will shut down their school at below negative 30. That means if today is negative 30, you still have to go to school. Okay, they don't care because negative 30 is not that serious for them to stop school. Okay, is that cool? So I cannot imagine that cool. I've never seen it before. Okay, anyway, so the last one is exosphere. Okay, exo means outside lah. So it contains light gases such as helium and hydrogen. All the light gas will float here because according to density, light stuff will float. So they float up here and it becomes thinner towards space. All your satellites are orbiting here. Okay, being a loud self. Good lah. Being loud is good. Okay, it makes the class more lively. Maybe you want to go Russia. I really want to go there. Hey, but here's the thing, Eastern Europe, right? Eastern Europe, they are kind of racist towards Asians. Do you know that? Do you know that? How do I know this? Because one of my friend, his wife is a Eastern European. Okay, according to them, the culture over there, hey, do you know this? If you go to country like Russia, Romania, Lithuania, Poland, all the Eastern Europe countries, being an Asian there, everyone will look at you. Everyone, when you walk on the street, everyone will just look at you like you're a Sasquatch or something, like you're a Bigfoot or something. Okay, it's one of public. I'm not one of popular kids. Okay, so that's why. Yeah, that. Okay, according to them, we eat dogs, and according to them, we are the COVID spreader. Okay, do you know how much abuse they get in Western countries because they believe that, oh, you Chinese, you spread the COVID. Okay, this racism is a very stupid thing. Okay, but anyway, every country has stupid people. Okay, let's not generalize. Okay, so how do you memorize this? Okay, the key point is this. Sir, how do I memorize this? Okay, very easy. When you are going to exam, you just need to trust teacher Eddie. So, trust me in exam. Okay, trust me in exam. Why? Because TR is troposphere. Okay, ST, stratosphere. ME, mesosphere. IN, ionosphere. EX, exosphere. Boom. Okay, who say memorizing stuff is hard? This is how I memorize things easily. Okay, so trust me in exam. This is how I memorize. Can you want to make your own story, up to you lah. See, so I don't like this story. Can I make another one? Yeah, sure, up to you. Humans can evolve in order to survive, but they can't evolve their brain. You have to know this, Cody. Evolution is a very slow process. Okay, hey, from apes, from Homo erectus, which is our ancestor. Okay, do you know our ancestor is called Homo erectus? To evolve to become Homo sapien, which is us, it takes 1 million years. 1 million. 1 million is a very long time. Do you know how? Okay, let me put you in perspective. Human written history, sejarah bertulis, is it 100 million? It could be 100, I don't know. Human written history, sejarah bertulis, is only 6,000 years old. 6 to 7,000 years old. 6 to 7,000 years is not a very long time. For us, it's mind-blowingly long. But for Earth, for evolution, is 7,000 is a very short time. Okay, so the first written history was from Mesopotamia. Remember, Tamadun Mesopotamia? Mesopotamians were the first to invent writing language. Okay, a writing system. Okay, a spoken language. Anyone of you still remember Tamadun Mesopotamia? There you go. Okay, so it's a really long time. Okay, so trust me in exam. Okay, just memorize this. This will do. Okay, anyway, let's look at our hydrosphere. Okay, we have finished our air. Let's talk about water. Okay, so hydrosphere, you have this one is much easier. You have 3 zones. You have your surface zone permukaan in BM. You have your midnight zone tengah malam. Okay, and you have your dark zone, which is your zone gelap. Okay, so do you know how deep our ocean is? It's 10,000 meter. Can be at 10,000 meter. So this is why MH370 until today is nowhere to be found, because it's a huge ocean. Huge ocean. Okay, even to scan 1 kilometer of ocean, 1 kilometer square of ocean, it takes you millions of ringgit already. How can we scan all? So it's practically impossible. Okay, dark zone has a lot of undiscovered. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so what's down there? Nobody knows because it's too deep. All right, so let's look at the surface zone. Surface zone, as the name says, it's close to the surface. This is the place where it gets a lot of sunlight. That's why you have plants. Remember, plants need sunlight to do photosynthesis. So all your coral reefs, they're all here. Coral reef is all here. Okay, the lanternfish, yeah. That's why they are very, very amazing. So, but they're ugly AF though. Okay, anyway, so your surface zone. Okay, next time, okay, any of you here wants to go for scuba diving? Okay, first of all, to scuba dive, Okay, to scuba dive, you need a license. You know this? Hey, it's not like any schmuck can just strap on an oxygen tank. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go for scuba diving today. No, you need a license for that. Okay, so if you go for scuba diving today, the deepest you will go is roughly around 50 to 100 meter, which is here. You will only dive up to here. Okay, as a casual diver. This is why you look at your watch. Any of you have a Casio or a G-Shock? Those are called diving watches because the G-Shock there, it will say 100 meter. That means 100 meter is the deepest you can go without breaking the watch, because the deeper you go, the higher the pressure. Remember, just now altitude, the higher you go, the lower the pressure. Now, the deeper you go, the higher the pressure. Okay, higher, lower, deeper, higher. So this is why you don't dive anything, deeper than 100. If you do, then you are a professional diver already. Okay, you're a professional diver. Even professional diver, they will go around 200 to 300. Okay, because a professional dive watch can most likely go up to 300. Okay, if you buy like a Rolex, okay, there's a Rolex. Okay, Rolex are very famous for their diving watch. The deepest diving watch they can make is roughly around, if I'm not mistaken, 300 or 1,000. Okay, I don't think you can go that deep. Okay, even the deepest diving watch doesn't go below 1,000. 8,000 is like nothing, 1,000 is, yeah, it's very deep for us, but for the ocean is nothing. Okay, so you see, this is your midnight zone. Okay, why do we call it midnight zone? Because as the name says, it has no light. Okay, midnight has no light, so difficult for plants to grow. You will find all kinds of scary big animals here. Okay, like your giant squid, whales, some kind of scary, the megalodon, what was it again? Is it megalodon? There's a show called the Meg. The movie. The Meg is yeah, megalodon. Yes, the thing they believe has been extinct for don't know how many years already. But this movie is about, okay, what if one or two of it didn't extinct? Okay, so whatever lah. So that's your midnight zone. Okay, so your dark zone down here, basically you see nothing. Okay, there's no light that can reach it. Most animal in this zone has shimmering body. Okay, like this what is this? The lantern fish. Okay, it has shimmering body. They glow in the dark. Okay, you can even find some eel here. Hey, this thing is not joking. Okay, let's see how. Do you know how deep the ocean is? They believe MH370 is in the Indian Ocean. Okay, the Indian Ocean is how deep? 8,000 meters. That means how high your Himalaya is, your Himalaya mountain is, you reverse that thing. That's the Indian Ocean. Hey, 8,000 is crazy, Okay, call your mom. Is this some kind of your mama joke? I thought it's not a thing already. Your mama is so fat that when she walks through the window, I miss 3 days of sunlight. Okay, your mama is so fat that fill in the blanks. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, hey, so 8,000 is really freaking deep. Okay, let me show you. Do you know? Let's talk about KLCC. Do you know how high is KLCC? KLCC is 400 meters, 450 meters. That means the ocean let's say this is 9,000 meter. That's like 20 KLCC. 20 KLCC stacked against each other. 20 KLCC is the depth, around the depth of the Indian Ocean. So do you think you can search for MH370 down there? No, not even the slightest chance, because it's so deep. Okay, it's not okay, nice. Okay, anyway, so moving on. Okay, so let's talk about the water on Earth lah. This one you can read this yourself lah. So basically, this is the water cycle. Water evaporates, they become your cloud. Cloud turns into snow and ice or rain. They fall to the Earth's surface. They run off surface. There, underground water. Underground water. Our mineral water comes from here. Okay, next time when you buy mineral water, they will actually put that punca. They will say there, air bawah tanah. So usually most of our drinking water is from here. You know why? Because underground water is the cleanest water. After layers and layers of sand filtering it, you will get clean underground water. Guys, please, 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 for the love of God, don't go into any water, any lake or any pond. You see, oh, this water looks clean. I will start drinking from here. My friend, this is how you die. Okay, do you know there's a type of amoeba called brain-eating amoeba? If you let that shit into your body, you will die. Because the amoeba will swim to your brain and it will start eating your brain. I'm not even joking. Okay, you know amoeba, right? Okay, that cute little worm you learned in chapter 2. You didn't know that they can be killers, isn't it? So stop drinking water from unknown sources. Okay, this is a joke lah. Don't. I mean, if people joke about my mama, I will just laugh. Okay, unless they do it in an offensive way, then that's not cool. Okay, hey, we used to do this in our secondary school. We used to find out our friends' father's name and mother's name. We used to tease them for it, you know. I know it's bloody childish, but hey, it's funny. Okay, anyway, so 97% of water is salt water, air garam. You cannot drink salt water. Only 3% is fresh water. And out of this 3%, only 0.3%, if I'm not mistaken, is potable water. Okay, that means water that you can drink lah. So yes, we have a lot of water on earth, but not all water is drinkable, potable. Okay, so there you go. Anyway, Leia, oh, that is such a sad story. EXO is a very sad story lah, because the company is an asshole. So basically, they kind of ill-treated everyone. Long story lah. That was a very long story. Okay, at least he doesn't like Chris Wu. Lei is cool. Lei is good. Lei is a Taiwanese or Chinese. I think it's, wait, is it a Taiwanese or Chinese? Oh, I couldn't remember. Okay, anyway, so let's look at our exercise. Let's go to page 9. Okay. Wow, there are so many stories I'm saying today that it's already 10 now. Who's Lei? Lei is one of the member of EXO. I tell you a very bullshit one. You see EXO-M supposed to call EXO-M. M stands for Mandarin. 4 of their members is Korean. 3 of their members is Korean. Okay, Xiumin is Korean. Chen is Korean. And who was the other one? Basically, 2 or 3 is Korean. So much for that. Okay, because they don't want to let too many Chinese in their entertainment business. Okay, Lu Han is also another ill-treated one. Okay, basically all the entertainment companies in Korean, they treat everyone like shit. Okay, hey, surprise! Big companies bully poor people like us. Okay, are you even surprised? No. Okay, you get fireworks show right after that. Hey, the fireworks has been non-stop. It's been really annoying. I know it's their festivals, but they really need to chill with the firecrackers. Okay, first day proper. Hey, you got good taste. You got good taste, Jen. GD is cool. Hey, it's really cool. Okay, anyway, so let's look at the first one. Page 9. So the main gas for respiration and photosynthesis. What's the main gas for respiration? Oxygen. Main gas for photosynthesis, carbon dioxide. Okay, they are available in this zone. So gases, when you see gases, what's the sphere? So that we your atmosphere. I'm just gonna draw arrow. I'm too lazy. Okay, wow, you is concert really. GD concert really he only came to Malaysia once the one of a kind one My sister went though. Damn, you went Hey, how old were you? How old were you? Where were you sitting? Hey, my sister was so crazy. She to get the ticket. She actually lined up outside of Fahrenheit. She slept there. You know. my sister was really crazy about K-pop last time. Okay, because you need to queue up to get the ticket, So she went there one day earlier. She slept in front of the shopping mall to get the ticket. Okay, because the thing was sold out. Okay, GD concert, G Dragon. There was some. Oh yeah, I know. Okay, because she missed Big Bang, and then she was very angry. Then she want to go for GD. Okay, she went for GD, and then me and her we went to Taeyang. When Taeyang came, we also went to Taeyang, and then she went to 2NE1. I didn't go to 2NE1, but she went to 2NE1. Crazy, okay? It was that crazy K-pop time. Good times back when K-pop was really happening. Nowadays it's just sad. Okay, yeah, sure, there are a few bands left, but it's not as good as few years back already. Okay, anyhow, so B, habitat to flora. I'm sure you see this thing like a million times already. Flora and fauna. In geography, you see these two words until you want to puke already. So what is flora and fauna? That's your plants and animals lah. Okay, so let's is what the hell is that? Okay, so when you see living things, you know that's our biosphere. Okay, next mountains. When you see mountain, you know this is geo. Okay, about this geo, I'll talk about the stones next week, which is a very interesting thing. Okay, next one, total amount of water, that's a hydro. Damn, this looks really messy, huh? Okay lah, don't care lah, you write yourself lah, huh? I'm just too lazy. Okay, anyway, so next one, that's your 5 layers of your atmosphere. Okay, oh, first Google edition. Oh, okay, that's cool. So how did it go? Okay, anyway, so the first one, troposphere. Okay, trust me in exam, trust me. This is ionosphere lah, in exam. So what is layer R? R is your troposphere. Okay, BM troposphere, write yourself lah. This is stratosphere. So C, explain the importance of S. Why is S very important? Because it has the ozone layer. Okay, Pisan ozone. What's the function of this ozone layer? Is to block ultraviolet ray. Okay, menghalang sinaran ultraviolet. Guys, if you really need to go out into the sun from 11 to 4, please put sunscreen. I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. Please put sunscreen. That's the only way for you to block UV. Okay, putting on sunscreen is not gay. Getting skin cancer is really gay. Okay, so please put your sunscreen. Okay, stop saying that sunscreen is really gay. Okay, yeah, my friend told me this. Why would you put some cream on your skin? Okay, what are you gonna do next? Wear a skirt, huh? Let's see who's laughing when you get skin cancer next time. So please put on your sunscreen. Why are you promoting your IG here? Okay, next D. Which layer is able to support life? Okay, that will be your R. Give a reason why we can only live here, because you have suitable temperature. Okay, suhu sesuai, because up there it's too cold. You can say sufficient oxygen and carbon dioxide. Sufficient means enough lah. Oxygen dan carbon dioxide yang mencukupi. Anyone. I'm just giving you 2 choices here. You can write anything you want. Okay, see your message. Where? Wait, up there. Up there. Audition said 15 to 19 only. Oh, 15 So I thought audition would be usually very early one. Usually they would want idols to come in like 13 already. You know Susie from Miss A, she auditioned at 12. Goodness me, 15 is 15 is a bit too old already, isn't it? 15 you can debut already, leh. Girls' Generation debuted at 15, some of them. 15 is like a bit. Oh, okay. Okay lah, that's very humane of them. Okay, because they don't want to ruin your life. Okay, anyway, so number 2. So the diagram shows the main sphere of the Earth. What is lithosphere? You can don't care first. Litho is basically the Earth. You can don't care. Okay, so number 1, this is your atmosphere. Yeah, I'm just gonna write atmosphere here lah. And then since this is water here, this is a hydrosphere, and then the ground is called lithosphere. Okay, you can don't care about this litho. Okay, both of these will make biosphere. Okay, here's the thing, guys. The four spheres they will interreact one. It's not that biosphere is on their own, water is on their own, air is on their own, earth is on their own. No, they four actually interrelate one. Okay, we bio, we need hydro and atmos and geo. Okay, they all react together. So it's like a mutualism relationship. You help me, I help you. Okay, so earth is a very special place. Okay, what's that? What's that? Who are they? Okay, anyway, so mark for the correct answer. So biosphere is the part where earth is inhabited by living things. Yes. Okay, it's the layer of gases. No, when you see gases, this is atmosphere. Go listen to them. Yeah, sure, I'll check it out. I'll check them out later. Okay, so next C, match the following structure with their meaning. Hydro is the water part lah. Okay, water part. I atmosphere is the gas. Okay, geosphere is the stone. Okay, simple, huh? Like I said, this chapter is very simple one. This chapter is learn for fun one. I think it's actually pretty cool for them to include this chapter lah, because the previous 8 chapters you have been memorizing stuff non-stop, right? This is the chapter that you can kind of relax a bit, learn more about something that is, usually they don't teach. I think it's a pretty cool chapter. Okay, that's 16 now. You see, that's why 16 you can debut already. I think 15 is a bit too late though. Okay, so this chapter, fun chapter, it's not as boring as the previous ones. So this one, the next one, surface zone is here, midnight zone, and your dark zone. Okay, so photosynthesis does not occur, does not. Okay, if there's no photosynthesis, that's a dark zone. So advantage of surface zone. Okay, what's the good thing about surface zone? Okay, they have sunlight. Okay, cahaya matahari. Okay, so you can have photosynthesis. So you can have plants. Okay, to Mohan. Of course, my answer is really short lah. I'm just giving you the key points. Okay, they receive a lot of sunlight so that they can do photosynthesis, so that plants can exist here. Okay, can no for no. What's wrong with you? Okay, so D. Why are the animals in the midnight zone black or red? Give one example of animal that can live in this zone. Okay, why are they black or red? This is mostly for camouflage. Okay, penyamaran. So who can live here? A giant squid law. Okay, whales law. Paus. Okay, so why is this so ugly? Why is this fish so ugly? I can never understand. Fish are already ugly now. This is another level. It's like this is nightmare fuel. Come on, guys. This is like something from a freaking horror game. Okay, so state the zone. Where is this living in? This is in your dark zone. Okay, zone gelap. Okay lah, maybe this fish is really gentle lah. Who knows, right? Okay, maybe we have misunderstandings. Why do you have to judge me like this? Okay. Who knows? Okay, so 5 distribution of water. So where can you find water on earth? You can find it in river. Okay, sungai. You can find it in rain, hujan. Well, you can find it in ocean, laut. You can find it in pond, kolam. You can find it in lake, tasik. You can find it underground. Okay, bawah tanah. Anything else? Oh, you can find it in glacier. Glacier is ice lah. Basically in your North Pole, South Pole. All right, it's just 1-5. Okay, I'm overshooting. You take any you want. Okay. Hey, you guys listening? Listening? Please copy this down. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop here. Rain count. Yeah, rain counts too because rain is water. You want to say snow also can. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop here. Next week we will go into Earth, as in we will go into Earth, as in the inner layers of Earth. Okay, we will learn something even more interesting next week. Okay, so thanks for coming. Hope you have a happy Friday. Hope you have a happy weekend. I will see you again next week. All right, so take care. Good night and ciao.